Salut class! Today we're going to talk about the difference between how we use the Passé Composé and the Imparfait to describe what's happened in the past. You're going to see that the Passé Composé in class, and in this video you'll see boom, and for the Imparfait I'll move my arm, or you'll see this image during this video to represent the Imparfait. So hopefully by the end of the video you see why those are useful tools to help us remember. Remember, also, if you need to, you can pause and rewind this video. Follow along with your note sheet also. So firstly, we're going to talk about the Passé Composé as a specific, isolated action. So, for example, hier, j'ai joué au foot. Yesterday, I played soccer. Boom, it's done, it's over. Whereas the Imparfait describes habitual actions like we've discussed. Je jouais au foot tous les jours. I used to play soccer every day. It happened over and over again. Another example, Marc a mangé une pomme. Mark ate an apple. He ate one apple. It's done. It's over. It was one specific action. Whereas for the Imparfait, it describes habitual actions. So we have Marc mangeait une pomme le mercredi. Mark used to eat an apple on Wednesday, so every Wednesday he would eat an apple. It happened all the time habitually. The next way that we're going to talk about the Passé Composé versus the Imparfait deals with a series of actions. So for the Passé Composé, we use that to describe a series of single actions. Il a mangé, il a fait les devoirs, il a pris un bain. He ate, he did his homework, and he took a bath. Boom, boom, boom. Series of single actions, he did it, and it's done. Whereas for the Imparfait, we use this to describe simultaneously occurring actions, so actions that are happening at the same time. So for example, ma mère partait quand mon père arrivait. My mother was leaving when my dad was arriving. It was happening at the same time in the past, so we use the Imparfait. Next, the Passé Composé describes an action with a specific beginning or end in a completed given period of time. So for example, l'école a commencé en août. School started in August. That's when it happened. Boom, it's done. Another example, le film a duré 3 heures. The film lasted 3 hours. The film started, and then 3 hours later the film ended. Boom, it's done. However, the Imparfait describes an indefinite period of time. Quand nous étions jeunes, when we were young. I didn't give you the exact amount of time, but just in general, when we were young. Another example, le garçon aimait son ours. We don't know for how long he loved his teddy bear, but in the past, for an indefinite period of time, he loved his teddy bear. We've also talked about the Imparfait as the setting the scene, setting the background, the conditions and circumstances that form the background of a main event, which means that the Passé Composé would then describe the main event that happened. So for example, il neigeait, we're setting the scene, we're setting the background. Ma mère avait les cheveux blonds, we're describing what my mother looked like in the past. Elle avait un sac noir, but background conditions, she had a black bag. We also use the Imparfait to give the exact time and age in the past. So in this example, il était 10h30 du matin. J'avais 10 ans. I was 10 years old. So age and time in the past is the Imparfait. And then we also use it to describe emotional states, desires, wishes, and wants in the past. Je voulais un chien. I wanted a dog. And j'étais content. I was happy. So if that's all the Imparfait, what was going on in the background, that means the main event is in the Passé Composé. Ma mère m'a acheté un chien. Boom, my mom bought me a dog. Another way that we can differentiate the use of Passé Composé and Imparfait the passé composé happens while other events are going on, while the imparfait is what is happening when that passé composé happens. So to be more clear, the imparfait is what's going on, and the passé composé is what happens to interrupt that. So for example, je suis tombé quand je me promenais. I was walking, that's what's going on, and what interrupted it, boom, was I fell. Okay. And then also, the passé composé can describe a sudden reaction or feeling, so the act of becoming. J'ai mangé une banane et je suis devenu malade. I ate a banana and I became sick suddenly. Whereas the imparfait is the descriptive tense, it just describes your state of being in the past. So j'étais malade, I was sick. One is boom, I did something and I became sick. The other one was happening. I was sick. It was your state of being. In the past, I've given you words that indicate the use of the imparfait, but then now here are some words that indicate the use of the passé composé. So you've got avant-hier, d'abord, ensuite, enfin, finalement, hier, l'autre jour, ce jour-là, soudain, tout à coup, immédiatement, tout de suite, à ce moment-là, une fois et vite. And then in the other column, I'm sorry, forget that extra T and toujours. It should be correct on your note sheet. But we've got all of the words that we've already talked about in previous videos. So if you need to pause it to write this down, please do so. Fin. So that's the end of discussing the difference between how we use the passé composé and the imparfait. Please let me know if you have any questions, and we will be doing lots of practice in class.